Hey guys, I'm Brad.
And I'm Chan, and we are Brad and Chan React.
And welcome back to our channel. Today we are reacting to Betty Who's new album titled Betty.
I love Betty Who. I started liking her right when she released Human Touch. That was kind of when I first got my first impressions of her. Her music is really diverse. She's definitely more of a pop artist. Definitely follows that track. Not really super well known yet, but we actually just got to see her perform a few weeks ago when she opened for Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, and she killed it. Like, she was dancing the whole time, had like killer choreography, like never missed a beat.
No.
Like, I mean, she performed that night. She was
kept
there.
her vocals incredibly, and you could tell that she was actually singing. It wasn't like a track, and she put on a great performance. And the things that we've heard from this album so far are really, really good. I love I Remember. I think it's such a good, uplifting kind of bop. And then everything that she's released lately has been super uplifting and really bouncy and fun. Right, so track number 1 is called Old Me. I feel like that's a really good starting title for a first track. Maybe she's going to talk about like her past self before fame, or maybe her past self before a relationship, something like that. I'm excited, so let's get started. Okay.
Very vibey so far.
And just like that, I'm over you.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Little bass in the back. This is a short track. Okay.
Yeah, it is really short.
Okay.
I didn't expect this kind of like,
Feels kind of bluesy almost.
or like
That's
jazzy,
weird.
I guess. Like, it also has kind of like a MGMT Kids kind of vibe.
Okay.
This is a good like vibey first track. Oh,
Well, dang.
that was a really good first track.
It reminded me of kind of like a summer song almost, which may sound dumb, but like just like windows down, like carefree kind of thing. So I like that a lot.
That was a really good track to start off with.
All right, track number 2 is called Do With It. There's that like deep background again.
I wonder where this one's gonna go.
I know. I like when she does that. Hear that little run?
Oh, I like that. So far, 2019 is like the year of like vibey albums.
Pop girlies are coming.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear this part again. That's so different.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like Mario-esque. Like,
I feel that. Kind of like 8-bit almost.
yeah. Like, kind of like a video game. Oh, where's this bridge going?
Key change!
I like this one a lot.
Very chill.
Until like the breakdown.
Yeah,
And then
I love the key change. I'm a sucker for key change. That's why Greedy by Ariana Grande is such a bop.
Oh yeah.
But the thing in the chorus where like like I feel like I've never heard that done before.
One thing I love that Betty Who does is she'll have Mama Say is probably the song I can think of that she does this the most, but she'll bring together like the verse beats and then the chorus beats at the end, like post bridge, and kind of like add stuff together that's been happening in the song the whole time.
This album's starting off really strong.
It really is. So track number 3 is called Just Thought You Should Know. It's a song that we know. Brad doesn't know it that well, but I do. But we're still gonna do a reaction to it. I'll just be over here jamming. Brad will be doing more of the reaction.
Yeah.
3 a.m. and all my friends are looking at me sideways.
It's like she like sings with the beat, almost like with that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but like I like that.
Yeah, that's kind of like a classic thing for her. The way that this one starts out with like 3 a.m. and painting the picture of that time is really reminiscent of me to a Taylor Swift song. Like how she always like starts a lot of her like
I wish you would.
I wish you would, yeah, like 2 a.m. and like sets that kind of like late night kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the same thing, and I love those kind of songs. So this one's great.
I just thought you should know.
This is giving me kind of like almost like an 80s vibe.
Yeah.
I love my disco queen. Ooh, I like the the harmonizer there.
I love when she does that. Very 80s right there. This one is hot.
Yeah.
I just thought you should know.
And this one has that classic like 80s feel of it like fading out.
That gave me major vibes of like the kind of 80s pop song. I think with like the synth keys and then like you said the fading out part. It was really great. Yeah, that was really good.
So far I really like the progression of this album of starting off like really chill and then staying that chill in the second song.
But she'll add stuff.
She like showed stuff, and then the next track is I Remember, so I know where it's going.
It's going we bop. Let's do it.
Oh,
I love that.
Her dancing in this part, y'all.
So good.
I remember nobody loves me. I don't want perfect, I want you.
Break it down.
Dancing under the stars. Loves me like you do.
That's a bop.
Certified bop.
Certified. That's all that needs to be said about that one.
It's so good. Love it. Track number 5 is called Marry Me. I'm kind of curious to see if she's going to do another pop breakdown or if this is her going to do something a little sweet, a little romantic.
I don't know. The track makes, like the title of the track makes me think Marry Me by Train, which is like definitely a slower, like more emotional song.
On the weekend.
There she comes in.
Oh, I like that. Okay, the 80s vibes in this album are real.
For real.
Like, it's definitely got that same, like, 1989 Taylor Swift feel of, like, heavy synth.
Yeah.
Like, the very, like, airy backup vocals.
The drums.
The drums. I like that. How she kind of thinks that could be.
Come on, vocals! That seems like that was created to be like the perfect like wedding montage video.
Oh yeah.
Talking about marrying you, got like great music for like to show like dance breakdowns for the reception. So if people don't use that as like part of their like wedding montage that they post on Facebook, they're not doing it right. I'll say it.
So far there's no skips.
Oh yeah.
So track number 6 is called Language. I'm really excited by that title. Even though there's no explicit tracks, we've definitely seen Betty Who's edgier side in concert, so I'm excited to see what she has with this one.
Yep. It's a very different flow of like the instruments on the back.
Ooh, I like. Did you hear that like whistle in the back?
Excuse my language, just shut your mouth.
There she is.
There it is. Definitely like a diversion of where I thought the album was going, I guess. Like, it was more... I feel like that was the first time we've heard like a guitar in the album at all, because that noise kind of sounded like just plucking on guitar strings. It was definitely an interesting sonically because it...
I feel like there wasn't that big of like a breakdown, but I guess it's also kind of like a nice, maybe refresher that there is kind of a more like slow tempo-ish.
Yeah, it just didn't fit what I thought the rest of the album was going to sound like, but that's not always bad.
Yeah.
Track number 7 is a track that we already know. It's called Taste. She performed it live when she opened for Panic at the Disco, and it was a really good performance. So we aren't going to react too much to this one.
Studio version. This has that like really deep guitar. I can see this being used for like a villain.
Yeah.
Just something like a dark anti-hero kind of movie.
I I like the background vocals here because it like echoes.
Track 8 is called All This Woman. Betty Who is very body positive, so like I'm really excited to see what she has to say. I feel like this could be like a empowering anthem.
Yeah,
which will be good.
I'm excited for this one. That sounds like a movie.
I think I need attention. I think I need your touch.
After like the halfway part of this album, it got super like sultry
Moody.
and like moody.
Yeah.
Ooh! Betty!
This is very sultry. There's so much happening.
This is it. I like this song.
Wow. This song belongs on a 50 Shades soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen the 50 Shades movies, and say what you will about them, but those soundtracks had no business being as good as they are. And this sounds so good. Like, it's so...
The production on this song is so random at times, but it worked.
I think she knows she's powerful.
She does.
Well, that's
she knows
good.
she's
She
Betty.
should know.
This is one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Yeah,
so
this
far.
is a big standout.
All right, so track number 9 is titled Between You and Me. So I'm excited for this one. This sounds like it's getting back to more like romantic, like relationship-oriented song, which is...
But she surprised us
I
here a little bit. So who knows what she's going to say.
Honestly, who knows?
Acoustic?
Oh, wait, we know this song. I think it was an interesting choice to make this song acoustic, but it was good hearing the whole album. Like, it just is necessary. Like, it felt really necessary to have an acoustic kind of break for a second.
Yeah. I like this is very minimal. There she is.
I like it.
She's back.
It's a, like, cute little, like, acoustic bop.
Yeah.
It's like a really good, like, feel-good song, I guess.
Yeah. This whole album is just, like, soothing.
Oh, yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like. So, that's good.
Except, and then, like, then there's, like, the sexy song.
Track number 10 is a song that we know and love. It's called Ignore Me. Really big bop. You first introduced this song to me.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite Betty Who songs.
Yeah,
so.
it's great.
You didn't get to say.
And then that beat comes in the second verse. I love how it gets kind of serious right here after the bridge. And it like keeps the like, the beat doesn't come in yet. It's just a
Oh yeah.
sucker for the snaps.
I think that she's really great at like utilizing when it's appropriate to be like minimal.
Yeah, and she's really good about knowing when to like pull back and have like no beat or no like, even her singing, like I think she really knows how to toy with production a lot better than some artists can.
It's great.
Okay, going into the last 3 tracks, I think she's probably going to give us some more bangers, I guess, for the ending. I think that the way the album has kind of flowed, we're building back up. That's just my thought. So going into track number 11, which is Whisper.
I like that intro a lot. 80s, here we go.
Yeah, we're back to the 80s.
This is great.
Just saying that she knows when to like stop everything and like right before she said
slow.
this.
This.
Yeah, like she knows what she's doing. There's that snap again. I wonder if she's gonna go bigger for bridge or minimal. Ooh, I like that ending.
I think that's my new favorite one so far.
I like that one a lot. I love that. I don't even know like what the intro sounded like a old home footage or something, you know?
Yeah.
And then like it weaved it back into the bridge too. Like I was saying earlier, she brings stuff back.
Everything
from the
has
beginning.
like a purpose. I feel
Yeah.
like.
That one was good.
Track 12 is called The One. I don't even want to guess anymore.
I don't either.
She always finds a way to one-up me, I feel like.
Truly.
I'm glad I did not say
This
anything.
sounds like NSYNC.
This sounds like Hit Me Baby One More Time.
This sounds like a 90s, early 2000s.
She's jumping an era. Yeah,
This sounds like Bye Bye Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, like... Interesting turn.
Back to it. Oh yeah, she's gonna kill this dance on too.
Oh yeah,
like, this is
gonna,
specifically for a dance.
That was an interesting
Not
one.
what I had expected whatsoever.
Especially with the precedent of like all of the songs kind of having an 80s vibe. I could definitely like see like the Backstreet Boys, like they're kind of like dance and like vibe with that.
But she is such a good dancer, and
Yeah.
so I bet she's like,
I
give me
think that
something I
one-
can rock out to.
I need to see like a full like how
Production,
she
live.
produces it. Yeah. All right, so we are finally at track number 13, which is the final track of this album. So far, it's been such a good album, and I'm excited to see what Betty has to say closing out. And it's called Stop Thinking About You. And so I think it's going to follow the suit of kind of a past relationship and what moving on looks like. And kind of throughout the album, she's explored a little bit of what a breakup feels like, of like, just wishing they'd ignore you and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see what she has to.
If I had to guess with the name of this title and it being the last track, I would say it would be the like softest song on the album. You know, maybe some heartbreak, but she has a way of surprising me. So.
Stop thinking about you.
This is like a happy, sad song.
Yeah.
What do I do? Still leave you. That's when I stop thinking about you.
Ooh.
When the sun burns out.
Okay, I want more of that, but I know she's just teasing. She'll bring it back.
I think so. This one has really good lyrics. It doesn't have as heavy of a production as the others, but really good lyrics.
Thinking about you.
Okay.
This has like cult classic film finale
Like end
song.
credits thing.
Yeah, like very like Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Hold that note.
I'm still with you. I'm just praying, but I don't believe it.
Wow.
Wow, that was a really good song to end the album on.
That's definitely like very close to the top of my list.
Yeah, I really liked that one. It was not as like in your face exciting as the other ones, but she had something to say at the end.
She
and
kept my interest.
I appreciate her like
being real.
pouring like real lyrics into that last song.
That was really, really good.
It
This whole
was.
album was.
Yeah, overall the album was so good. There wasn't a single skip on it that I can recall at all. I think every song has a specific message and a specific sound. Like there's some songs that have that like 80s vibe, but they all sound unique. And then there's some that just completely don't at all.
Yeah.
And so those really kind of capture your attention. But
I was really trying in my head to place like, yeah, who does this sound like? Like what was this giving me vibes of? And I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
And I like that because I feel like Betty Who is like kind of very unique with her own sound of like making a different sound to pop music.
Yeah, I think she's doing something really great for pop music and really, rare. Like it doesn't sound, all of these songs sound like I would love to hear that on the radio, but I don't really hear a lot of stuff like that on the radio. So I love Betty Who though. I love everything that she stands for. I love what she does for the LGBT community and how she really pumps into that and stands for that. I love how she uses her voice in that way. I love seeing her get more and more fame or credibility in her music because I think she's really deserving of it. So you guys should definitely check this album out and her past albums because they're all incredible. They all have really good things to say. Overall, this album was so great.
I loved it.
I think for a self-titled album, it was really good at capturing where she is right now
like
and kind of
essence.
and like what she has as an artist to say and what she as a person has to say too. I really liked that it was super well produced too.
It was great.
It felt like a really high level studio album. Until next time, I'm Chandler.
And I'm Brad.
You can follow us on Twitter down here in the bio. We'll link our Twitter so you can keep up with us, see what new videos that we're posting. That's probably the best way to keep up and see what we're up to.
And we will catch you in the next reaction.
So yeah.